Again, Happy New Year. Welcome to Monday, January 8th, Board of Selectmen's meeting. Before I begin, can we take just a few seconds? Mary Craig, a longtime town clerk for 35 years. Some of us remember when you go to register your cars out of a house, passed away. The funeral's this Saturday. So can we just take a few seconds of silence? Thank you. To honor America, would you please stand and we'll salute. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to deviate from the schedule a little bit. Actually, we're not going to. Chief, come on in. First order of business is to have the public hearing on accepting the new boat for the fire department. Would you come on down?
As we discussed in the last meeting, Melvin Marina had donated a small boat to our association in reference to for small ponds and small lakes, sort of rescue-wise. Picture of it. It is a 2017 coastal inflatable rib rescue boat with a load-right 14F100 galvanized trailer and a 2017 8-horsepower Honda engine, also with a 2017 2-horsepower engine that is totally self-sustained as far as with a small gas tank in case you need to just pick the boat up and take it into a small area.
You're trolling.
Yeah, so it's self-contained. It has a cage on the propeller in the back in case you get into really tough areas
Weeds and stuff,
like
yeah.
that. And the total value of that donation was $9,185.
And where did it come from?
Melvin Marina.
Excuse me, the public hearing notice is in the front of the correspondence folder. To do
Do I
that.
need to read that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anybody, does the selectmen have any questions? Any questions from the public?
Free vote, good vote, right?
Excuse me.
Free vote, good vote.
No, I don't see it.
It's not, it should be. Okay, I have it right in front. I'll go grab a new one, excuse me.
I think we have to perfunctory read the notice into the record, right?
Yeah.
She'll get a copy of it.
Now, with the old boat, you were,
Oh, I found it.
that's gone back to,
It hasn't gone anywhere until we
you're still working on that.
make sure that everything is, all the T's and I's are crossed as far as that it legally goes back to the people that donated.
Town of Tuftonboro public hearing notice pursuant to RSA 31-95-E. The Board of Selectmen will hold a public hearing to accept a donation from the Melvin Village Marina of a 2017 coastal rigid inflatable boat, also known as RIB, retail value $9,485 for use by the Tuftonboro Fire Department. The hearing takes place Monday, January 8th, 2018, 9 a.m. at the town office, 240 Middle Road, Center, Tuftonboro, New Hampshire. Tuftonboro Board of Selectmen, Lloyd Wood, William Marcus, William Mulder. Any other questions? The chair will entertain a motion.
So move.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0. Chief, thank you. Yep.
And I will leave a copy that could just be put in my box.
Sure.
And I'll leave a copy of the letter with that, which I think you have already, from them. And we'll take care of, through our association, sending them a letter for their tax purposes.
Anything else for us under fire department?
Fire department wise, it was trees and wires for the weekend and some CO stuff, but otherwise not too bad.
Okay. You and your guys be safe out there. Happy New Year. At this time, I'd like to ask permission to recognize Sarah Silk, who has a gift for us. Come on down. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning. I'm Sarah Silk from the Lake Region Household Hazardous Product Facility, and I would like to give you guys a check for the town. A check for $786.58. I guess you give it to her?
Yep.
Okay. That money is from the Lake Region Household Hazardous Product Facility. It includes rollover money that was still in your account, plus grant money that we get after the fact that was for your town. And so I wanted to present that to you and give you an explanation of what it was for. Because your account was all, balanced out and whatnot, but it takes us a while because they do fiscal year at the state to get the grant money. So, and I apologize for not bringing it to you early meeting, but I had cataract operations, I couldn't drive. So I want to thank you so much for your membership over the years, and
Thank you
Did
for
you
being
want
a cooperative member.
yes.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
And good luck.
Travel safe now. Do we need to vote to accept it, or is it just?
No, that's,
Okay.
I think falls under the provisions of the agreement that we had with them.
Should come as revenue to the transfer station.
I'm sorry?
Should come as revenue to the transfer station, because it's in our budget book.
That's the accounting, right?
Who accepted the check? I think we accepted it.
We did.
So it's our money.
You got it.
But again, thank you for your efforts. Carrie Long has worked with you long and hard on that. Okay,
Nice try, Clive.
we moved from public hearing into public input. Okay. Yep. Next item is library update. Christie, come on down. What was the TV show where they said, come on down?
Price is right.
Monty's is right.
Price is right.
How are you, Christie?
I'm fine, how are you guys?
Doing well.
Okay, so, end of the year. I guess the first thing I need to tell you is that these statistics are incomplete, mainly because of the issue that I told you about in November, about the database, specifically our genealogical databases. The vendor, ProQuest, it now turns out that the problem probably started in September and it continued in December. They think it's now fixed, but basically we had no statistics at all for October and November, and very much depressed statistics for September and December compared to the rest of the year. The state library has not yet decided, and the ones for October and November are completely irretrievable. They're gone for the entire state. So the state library is now deciding how they want to handle their federal reporting of this, which will affect how all of us report our local statistics as well. So I've just left in the statistics through August are good, we know. September through December are not. They would all be much higher than they show on here. The other issue that has affected us, and is still affecting us right now, is that the state library's ILL server crashed on December 6th. So we haven't been able to do interlibrary loan except by phone and email for over a month now, which has also depressed those numbers. They are still working on it. Cersei Dynex, which is the vendor for the server, is located in Utah, and there are people working there and people working at the state library to bring things back online. It's a hardware problem and a software problem combined, and the last we heard was that they still don't have a definite date for when everything will be back online, so we're doing our best with that. Let's see. In other interesting statistics, we had 120 new patrons this year, last year. And what else do I want to talk about? Our books added and deleted. So we added 1,995 items to the collection, and we deleted 1,424 for a net gain of not too much. We are continuing to read, especially in nonfiction and uncirculating fiction, and doing the best we can with the space that we have.
Any questions?
On the other side of the page,
Yeah.
this is my first year in for a while. So you're showing income of $32,000 or $34,308,
Yes.
and I'm showing income over here on my town report of $16,555.
Well, if you'll see, 10,738 of that is the building fund, goes to the building fund.
Right.
And I don't know what that other 11,000 is. I have to look at Marcia's reports to tell you that. And all I brought of that was the building fund one.
So the 10,700 goes into the building fund. So that gives you a 23,000.
That's just for December. It's 21,340 if you look all the way
Okay.
over.
So the math still doesn't work, it's worse. I'm trying to find $16,000. Maybe I should get with Diane about this.
Or Marcia.
Okay.
I'll let her know.
Yeah, we're showing $16,555 in income for the library. You've got a gross of 34. I know some of the money goes in different directions, but I just want to know how we came up with 16,500.
Okay.
And if
Was that what we, might have been our estimate?
estimated revenue.
Okay, so that's estimated revenues. And we've just taken in a little more than that.
Okay.
So that's what we estimated based on what we took in the year before. And so that's why they don't match up, because this is the actual and that's the estimate.
Right.
I would imagine.
But at some point in time here, we're going to do department incomes, including library. She's got the library here at 18,450 to estimate the 2018 revenues. So I'm just trying to get a handle on it. I'm just confused. So yeah, if you'd ask,
I will.
and I'll ask.
Okay.
That's great.
I do want to say about the building fund that we had several gifts in December, very generous gifts, $10,739 worth of gifts, which brings our total cash in the building fund to $304,527.16. And we also have confirmed pledges of $112,000, which brings the private total right now to $416,527.16.
And that's above and beyond the money voted by the town.
That is above and beyond the town money, which as of the end of September was $415,999.77. I expect to get an updated year-end figure on that this week.
I thought I just got a figure of 411, so I guess we're working in the wrong direction there.
Here's the town one, 400, where is it, 415 now.
Okay. Because I just quickly looked at the trustees' report, and it was a little lower than that.
Oh, it's lost money then in the last 3 months? The trustees of the trust funds? Because 415,999 was what it was at the end of September, I believe.
And what were you looking at?
November.
As a
Last
number?
year's report plus the interest earned this year. You know, I was trying to make the number happen
Yeah.
quickly before the meeting, so.
I don't think we have the end, I don't have the end of this year.
Put your
yet
swords
anyway.
away.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any swords out, honestly. I think this is great.
So we have
Because,
approximately $830,000 accumulated.
yes.
Okay.
Great. Any other questions?
Okay.
Good, well, thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Christie.
Yep.
Thanks.
Next is Jack Parsons, building.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Totals for 217. We got 100 building permits, 23 new houses. I did 463 inspections. We had 23 certificates of occupancy, 121 electric permits, 50 plumbing permits, 118 gas permits. That's a little over $10 million worth of building costs and about $6.6 million worth of new homes. In 2016, we brought in 28,837, and 2017 we brought in $38,053. The new AC heat pump units for this building will start being installed on Wednesday. I just have a question about the trash for this building and the library. Since Fred retired, we need someone to do it.
Good idea.
So, I don't know what you want to do about that.
What's it pay? You know?
I don't know.
Okay. Not that I'm interested. I am interested only in that, you know, should we put a public notice out that we're looking for somebody?
Well, we have someone that does the fire stations and that. I don't know if you'd want to ask that person to see if they want to do it, or...
Yeah, we have 2 vendors that do the beaches and other buildings, and also one that does the fire stations. But, you know, at what point do we put these things out for bid?
Well, at some point, we need to revisit all of them, I
Yes,
guess. But
correct.
we need to have the trash removed, so.
Yeah.
we need to do this.
Oh, there's 2 current people that do it for, right, one is,
One's Billy Graham, who does the beaches and the town park, I believe. And I think he does the fire stations as well. I'm not positive. So, I don't know if you want to ask that person to do it.
is it okay to have Jack
Sure.
reach out to him?
Yeah.
I think so.
Go ahead.
That's all I got.
Any other questions?
So your estimated revenue for this year coming forward, 2018, this $30,000, you made $38,000. Should we, are you seeing a slowdown for
Well, this time of
2018?
year, obviously. I don't know.
2018.
I couldn't tell you.
All right. And you're not seeing anything, you're a member of the planning board as well, right?
Mhm.
You got nothing on the land use change line item for revenue? Have you seen any activity as far as developments are concerned?
Well, we have a couple underway, but they're just sitting there, so one's vested until, I think, this June. If they don't do anything, that goes away, so it's, I mean, there is a lot, lots on paper and customer right now, so.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Now, as did we, what do we want to do about highway department that Jim is called in sick? Do we
What
take?
was the, Did we finally come to a number on what that budget was gonna be?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was just the paving warrant
Right.
article?
yes.
I think we can handle that without,
Yeah.
don't we?
Well, the only thing is, I was prepared to talk with them about doing Durgan Road and then starting on Federal Corner Road, rather than Brown Road and North Line, only because people have come to me and I've walked those things, but, I don't want to
But that would be the management of this paving budget, so we could do that anytime.
right.
Like that.
In fairness, I want him here, so, and I have the paperwork that I give him in advance, so I don't want ambush,
Yeah.
the guy.
No, I think if we limit our discussion to the warrant article, do we normally describe what roads are gonna get paved in the warrant article?
Not
No.
only, we don't put it in the written warrant article, but if we're asked, this,
Right.
we inform the people what our priorities are.
So we have a little bit of time between now and
Yes.
March to figure that out.
Okay, we'll table that discussion. Next up, Clay Gallagher, transfer station.
In short, I don't have the numbers in from Waste Management yet. I should get them this week. And once I get the numbers in, I'll have a year-end wrap-up. I have the total revenue in, but I don't have the expense out yet because a major part of that expense is in Waste Management for December. So the first page here, the specific sheets for December. The most important number is at the bottom right-hand corner. That's our revenue in this year, approximately $101,690. The second page of the numbers in red on the top right are my guess at what we're going to have as a total after the December numbers come in, the exact weight.
So the red is estimates?
The red is estimates on the right. And that's what I'll be filling in and then doing the avoided cost summary once I get those numbers in. The budget committee likes that, the avoided cost matrix, and it's good for information for the public to validate our total work.
So the smaller number are the number of containers?
Yes, it's 103, the top right, 103 containers for solid waste,
Right.
124 containers for construction debris, and plastic is 32 containers. Compared to 2016, we basically are going to be about 40 tons to 50 tons higher in solid waste, 6 containers more this year than we had last year. We're going to be 50 to 60 tons higher in construction debris. And remember, last year was a very high above number. And we had about 13 containers more. Plastic, we're at exactly the same amount of containers, 32, and we got 4 extra tons in the containers this year than we did last year. Some of that may be a little bit of snow weight too. And the numbers down the column on the rest of the side is 70 tons for paper, 51.8 tons for glass, and cardboard is 45 tons. We will have a cardboard shipment out. Normally we're a little bit higher on cardboard. That's where it can be deceptive. It's where you lie in the calendar year compared to when the truck goes out. We were almost ready to ship another cardboard out before the end of the year, but not quite. So normally we have about 70 tons of cardboard a year. So it's a little light last year. We're gonna move that out probably next week.
So it'll be heavy in 2018, huh?
Yep, we'll at least have 3, maybe 4 loads in 2018. And the rest you can see as you go down. A little bit higher on tires, quite a bit higher on tires. We had a run on tires coming
Well, we had a garage move.
on a garage move, and yeah, that cost us a little bit. And that's about it. I've done the article for the Tuftonboro Times. It'll be a slight modification to that as soon as I get the avoided cost summary in. Then I'll add that in as our total revenue is the actual cash revenue that we have in plus the avoided cost. And that'll be a total, and I'll write the article for the tax book, for the tax meetings. And got the summary sheets of expenses so far to date. And like I said, the tires we were over, all the ones that we were over, not a whole lot over, dollar-wise. But the important ones we were just under. All the labor lines except the per diem were just under 100, and per diem line was 1% over, which we added money this year.
So the C&D, for instance,
Okay.
goes into recycling fees and permits? Is that where it goes in our budget?
It goes into revenue in.
Yeah, I'm looking at income.
Uh,
On our budget.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they calculate that.
Okay.
They calculate that differently.
All right.
But that revenue in, whether there's a couple lines Diane knows.
There's a recycling line
Yeah,
that brought in
it's really-
25,000, and then 73,000 came in for some other reason.
Right. It's always been confusing to me. They have a different way of accounting it. You know, the only way we can do it is put it on an Excel spreadsheet, count everything, and break down the categories, you know. How they have to report it is that way.
Right, but I'm wondering if, so
All of my revenue that I report is counted as, you know, stickers, revenue for construction debris, anything that costs money, and any revenue that we get in from selling commodities.
but I'm thinking if we're going into the scale business, we have to start doing that mathematical computation.
Right, that would be the construction debris costs.
Because you're averaging about 12,000 pounds a container out.
No.
Really?
For construction debris, 12,000, that's for solid waste,
Oh,
compactors. The construction debris, we're averaging about 6 tons, 6 to 7 tons.
Like at 800 tons, right?
124 containers,
Right.
so that's 6.
Is that 1,000,006?
No, it'd be 800 divided by 124.
Pounds, I'm trying to get the pounds.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you're not
don't
gonna
know.
get tons.
Yeah, we go by tons.
Right, but when you've got your pickup truck coming in there,
It goes by tons too. I
so
mean,
it's gonna be a
it,
fraction of a ton.
right, yeah, and then we charge by the pound. But, you know, it'll weigh the
Right.
total pounds. It won't tell us tons. But you can determine what the cost should be to the resident by, you know, you divide, the cost, the total cost for construction debris
Right.
by the tonnage, and then multiply that times 2,000 pounds, then you get your cost per
pound.
And like I said, I've done that math before. It's
Yeah.
about 5.75%. Both Alton, Moultonboro, and every other place that I visited charges 8 cents a pound. So we would charge 8 cents a pound. You know, that would pay for, offset to pay for the scales a little bit. And for the weigh master's certificates and training for all the people. And the annual training requirements.
Calibration.
Well,
Calibration.
The other side of that is if 8 cents is the only rate,
You can- you
And
need
we,
to charge-
and we charge below market, guess what?
You're gonna eat everybody.
That's right.
Right.
Well, and I don't, you know, that's presuming that all New Durham or
Right.
whatever voters that actually done the calculation. I think we still
Yeah.
should go through the.
Well, we did, we
exercise.
visited Alton.
But we should still go through the exercise of what our
Absolutely.
costs are.
Yes, absolutely.
And,
Lakes Region Planning has helped us on this too. They have a handle on that.
all right.
So I will, I mean, if you want me, I can get the exact number. When I get the exact numbers, I'll get the exact
Okay.
cents per pound, because as they go up again, the 2%, 3% rise in a year in cost is gonna have a difference to that thing.
Anything else, Clint?
That's it.
Any questions? I have a couple. Go ahead. Have you been in contact with Steve Wingate and Larry Gill from the Conservation Commission?
No.
Reference the issue on land below?
No, they have not contacted me.
Okay, well, make sure you make contacts with them. They came in and made a presentation about an issue. Do you foresee any market changes next year, any big changes in your operation?
No, I think the prices are gonna go back up slowly, but I think we're stuck here for a while with the China slowdown.
What about glass?
Well, eventually, we're gonna have to come to terms with what we're gonna do next for glass machine. Our machine is on its last legs, basically. It's 20 years old. And we have a couple options. Again, we need to look at the long-range plan and see what we're going to do if we are going to do the scales, and if we are going to redesign anything at all, traffic flow-wise, and that kind of thing, to see what we can do with glass. Obviously, the easiest and most expeditious thing to do would be to go to a 30-yard open container and just have the residents dump it right in the container, and then we can crush it and keep going up until it's full and have it haul off.
But you have a backup plan, you've thought of it.
Right, right.
And another thing is, how is Spectrum coming along on their project?
I've not heard from,
Imagine they're on vacation.
right, I did call the representative from New Hampshire Electric, and they are gonna put a pole in. If you come down towards the compactors and you look to the left up towards Quonset, there's a little hill there. You'll see there's a stick with a little red flag in. The actual height of where the phone line is, whatever the lowest line is, the power poles that come in now, is actually too low above the ground in front of the Quonset.